Hey everybody, it's Sherman Ray with Black Success Magazine. I want to talk to you this morning about being in a franchise. And maybe a franchise isn't the best thing for you. Well, what is a franchise anyways? Well, a franchise, for lack of a better way of putting it, is a business in a box. Somebody's developed a product, they've developed a way of selling it, a picture, a branding, and they put it all together and they've said, hey, guess what? This can be a viable thing that makes money. And, I'm going to find somebody that wants to buy it. That person goes out, markets it, and they say, okay, if you agree to buy my franchise, I'm going to charge you a little bit for it, and then I'm going to charge you every month for it, but you've got to keep it the way I want it to be kept, and I'm not going to allow you to change the pricing on it. I'm not going to allow you to change the color schemes of it. I'm not going to let you change the name of it. Some famous franchises are McDonald's or Taco Bell. Starbucks is a big brand that if you go any place in the world, that franchise is going to be exactly the same. So that's why when you go to places like McDonald's or you go to Taco Bell or Burger King or any of those big name franchises, they all look exactly the same. Now the upside of that is that you're gonna get the exact same thing, because guess what? When you've agreed to be a part of a franchise, you have agreed for the food, you've agreed for the price and the recipe. Okay, and so they'll have a team that'll come in. The franchisor, which is the parent company, will go in and help you become a carbon copy of the original. And they'll send you to school. They'll show you how to do all the paperwork. They'll show you how to do all the pricing. The way of doing the thing, whatever it might be. And so whether you go to Japan or whether you go to Ireland or whether you go to America, that is going to be exactly the same thing that you're going to find in the parent company, which might have been in Idaho or something like that. Okay, so that's the upside of it. And another upside of it is that in a franchise, you actually have the ability to work on the branding or the track record of the original parent company. So let's take a company like, let's say Starbucks. If Starbucks is going to have you use their brand, no matter if you went to California or you went to Idaho or you went to New England or you went to Japan or wherever it is, people recognize that brand, so you've already got a running start on the competition, as opposed to if you started a company called Heloise's coffee shop, which nobody knows, that has no track record. Nobody knows what's going on. They don't know the quality, but they do know the branding of, let's say, a Starbucks or something like that. Not that we would go to a Starbucks, and I'm not endorsing Starbucks. So that's one of the upsides of having a franchise. Now let's talk about the downside of having a franchise. The downside of having a franchise is, one, you cannot change anything in that franchise model. What do I mean by that? A few years back, my wife and I were going to buy a franchise, and I won't say which one it is, but it was being sued by all the franchisees. Those are the people who buy the right to use the franchise. It was being sued by the franchisees because the franchisees could not negotiate better terms on pricing with food. They couldn't change the price based upon where they were at in their particular locale. They couldn't do anything to change the brand that they had agreed upon with the franchisor, okay, or the parent company. So they all said, hey, we're suing you because we're only going to make this much money based upon this business model that you've told us about. So that's one downside. Another downside is you can't change the colors. You can't change the scheme. You can't change the pricing, which makes it really tough. So you really cannot make this your own thing. I own a business here in the state of Nevada, and I can change my prices at any time. If I want to put up a different picture, or if I want to, take down a certain thing, if I want to change a color, I can do anything I want. That's one of the advantages of having your own independent business that you can call your own. Now, like I said, there are kind of drawbacks to this, because I cannot run on the track record of an established brand. But the best thing is daily by daily, everybody who's walking in the door gives me an encouragement that my brand of my company that I've developed out of my own mind is becoming something that is going to be an impact and people are liking. And guess what? People like that. They love the individual thing that's going on. And at the end of the day, I can say, boy, I built something that's been pretty good. So anyways, franchising is a great thing. Okay, if you have no brand, you have no concept of what you want to do, go ahead, check the franchises. There's a big listing of those things. But if you want to be a real independent business owner, somebody who is really, striking out on your own and you're doing your own thing, being an independent business owner, wow, it's the way to go. Hey, this is Sherman Ray, once again with Black Success Magazine. You can check us out on Facebook at Black Success Magazine, Twitter at Black Success Mag, or check us out on our website where we've got plenty of articles, videos, all kinds of great information on becoming the best business owner that you can be, or thought leader or leader in your community. We want to inspire, encourage, and motivate you to become the best person that you can be at blacksuccessmagazine.com. That's blacksuccessmagazine.com. If you like, you can email us at blacksuccessmagazine at gmail.com. Love to hear back some feedback from you. Once again, Sherman Ray, publisher of Black Success Magazine. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.